Hey everyone, happy Veterans Day. Hope you have a great day. Today's just a beautiful day here in November in Pennsylvania. The sun's shining and it's just a great day. And I was out walking my dog, taking him for a long walk here late this morning. And I was watching the news on my phone, just had it in my pocket, just kind of listening to it. And they had the wreath laying at the Arlington Cemetery, and so I watched that. It's always a great honorable and just a revered moment in our country. And as I was walking the dog and watching it, I got really choked up, especially when they started playing taps, and of course that's always just a moment. But I literally just almost started to weep and just thinking about the veterans. And I'm a veteran myself. I served in the Air Force for 13 years, and I of course in the Air Force I worked on ejection seats and parachutes, oxygen equipment. I never saw any service. I never saw any wartime service. I served during the Gulf War in the '90s, but didn't go anywhere. And when they were playing taps, and I just remembered being a young airman in the Air Force in '82 and '83, and I worked on F-4 fighter jets. And Vietnam War had been about 10 years in the past, and I can still remember so clearly the fighter jets, and they had the MiG kills on the nose. They were painted on the nose, and I just was thinking about that. And I was just thinking about the pilots that were flying then that had 10 to 15, 20 years, and all those guys were Vietnam War vets. And I actually have a patch somewhere. I can't find it. It was a patch with 100 missions over North Vietnam. A pilot had given it to me who had flown 100 missions in an F-4 over North Vietnam. And when they're playing taps, all those kind of memories just kind of rush back. And just I like Veterans Day. I salute and honor all the veterans, and I'm so happy that it's much more recognized now than it was in the '70s or the '80s. And as they were playing taps, and all these thoughts were just kind of rushing so quickly. And I remembered being I was probably 21, maybe 20. Uh, I believe it was '82 because I'd just been in California for about 6 months. So I had just turned 20 years old. But I remember going to our POW MIA event. Every shop had to send, 4 or 5 people. And so I went to the POW MIA event. And this is in November, Veterans Day of November of '82. And I'll never forget listening to a Air Force guy. Of course, he was retired by then, but he'd spent 5 years in the North Vietnamese prison. And just the stories that he told, they really changed my life and my outlook on veterans and service and warfare and all of that. And there's certain moments that we have in our life that just really shape who we are. And I thought about that Veterans Day 1982, 42 years ago, and that day really just kind of crystallized the importance of service and to honor our veterans. And my dad was in the Navy, and he served during non-war time, right after the Korean War. My brother served in the Air Force from '75 to '79, and our family, by and large, has been very lucky that we've served in the military, but we've not really served during times of conflict. And I did have one great uncle that fought in World War I, and he was a machine gunner, and he was at the in the Argonne Forest at the big battle at the end of World War I, and his life was definitely changed because of that. He did get some gas, and really just ruined his respiratory system, and so he just kind of really could never work fully. He just kind of worked for his brothers and sisters on farms in Iowa and Missouri. And again, just all these thoughts just kind of came rushing back. And I know I'm making a video about cards, and of course, one of the guys that I collect as a Braves fan is Warren Spahn, and we all know, most of us know Warren Spahn's great service to this country, uh, serving in World War II in Europe, and uh, I believe he has a Bronze Star, Purple Heart. Very very highly decorated veteran, and just a great story on Warren Spahn. And so I just wanted to show some Warren Spahn cards, and just want to talk a little bit about Veterans Day. I think I went on a little bit longer than I planned to, but just emotions kind of got me today with Veterans Day. So I'm going to pause this and get the camera turned around, and we're going to look at a few Warren Spahn cards. Okay, here we go. Of course, the biography of the legendary lefty, just a great book. I read that earlier this year and just thoroughly enjoyed that. But here is my oldest Warren Spahn card that I have. This really nice 1951 Bowman, and I just really love the high leg kick. Of course, so many of his cards have that, the early cards especially, but just really enjoy this card so much. I bought it at Strongsville in 2024, so this is a pickup that I got during this year, but really like the 51 Bowman Warren Spahn. Great card. And this one here I picked up at the National this year, 2024 in Cleveland, and just a really nice red heart. Man, I love these cards, and this Spahn here is just really sharp, and so happy to add this to my collection. This may be one of my favorite pickups for 2024. Just a great Warren Spahn red heart. Beautiful card. And it's also really well centered on the back. These have some issues on centering, and there was one I looked at that was really poorly centered on the back, and so just a great pickup. So happy to have that. This is one of my favorites also. Just a real nice 56 Warren Spahn. Love the follow through. Just the 56 set is just fantastic. Probably my favorite set of all time. But really happy to have this nice Warren Spahn card. Just a great card. The 57 Spahn. The 57 set's probably my least favorite set from the 50s, but I just love the smile of Warren Spahn there. Just a great card. And yeah, I like this a lot. Nice card. Really nice. Then we go to the nice 58 Topps Spahn, and there's the fisheye up here. Kind of bothers me, but other than that, the card is really sharp. This is just a great card, and man, I love it with the follow through with the logo on there. Just a great card. And lastly, a 61 Spahn. Real nice card. Like that a lot. And I realized as I was showing my cards, as I was showing you this 58, that I have a 53 Bowman that I did not pull out. And I also have the 65 Topps, his last card, of course, the one that many people don't like. But the 53 Bowman I have is just a great card. And I also have this Aurora Vision, which I picked up for like $1 because you can see the corners are pretty banged up and the holes punched out. But just a kind of a neat little item for a Warren Spahn collection. Love the smile. Just a really cool item. And so I like that. And then this is one I picked up also at Strongsville. The pressed steel autographed Warren Spahn. Just a great item. And Spahn's signature is just so distinct and clean and clear, which I really like. And these pressed steel autograph cards are just, they're awesome. They're really nice to have. But I just wanted to share some of my Warren Spahn cards today as we honor Veterans Day. And I just hope you take time to thank a veteran that you may have in your life. And just take time out today just to kind of remember those who have served and who ultimately gave their life for this country. And so just wanted to share those cards today. And everybody have a great day, and we will talk soon.